Good evening. Over the past few weeks, we have seen every season here in Kelderland.
That is for sure. From several inches to feet of snow to spring weather and now those summer temperatures.
And despite all the snow, some areas are already drying up and posing a fire risk.
Today, Kelderland's Carter Schmidt was near Canistota, where crews are working to contain a wildfire. Good evening, Carter.
Good evening, Don and Bridget. 4 fire departments were on the scene of a wildfire on an acreage on the east side of Lake Vermilion last night. Crews were called there a few different times until it was fully contained just this afternoon. It's that time of year where fresh vegetation has yet to sprout and the old grass is drying up, making for a high fire danger. It's keeping fire crews busy as they try containing fast-moving and unpredictable fires.
Very hectic. Time is of the essence. There's quite a few structures around here too, so try to get everything under control as quickly as you can.
It's not something you'd expect after the ground was covered with snow not long ago.
I sure wouldn't have. I figured there was more subsoil moisture than what we have, and so yeah, it's surprising. But with the temperatures we've had and with the wind and low humidity, it dries out in a hurry.
Fire departments from Canistota, Humboldt, Hartford, and Parker were all called out to fight the wildfire. It's one thing to fight a fire on a day when it's calm, but on a day like today when the winds are blowing like this, it just makes it that much more difficult.
It's a nightmare sometimes because, you know, sometimes you can't fight it as fast as it's blowing, and it's really, you know, like out there, you know, ravines and stuff you can't get around as well, so it's just tougher to access where you need to go, and just being mindful of which way the wind is blowing so you don't get trapped by the fire.
If you plan to have any controlled burns, make sure to take the proper precautions.
Just be mindful of the wind, that, you know, look at the forecast coming up, you know, not just the day you might burn, but, you know, 2-3 days in advance, and just factor that in, and just, you know, be mindful of where you're burning.
Just make sure you got a plan in place for the what ifs. Have some water in hand, have some equipment on hand.
All it can take is the simplest spark for a wildfire to run rampant.
Without the green growth coming up yet, this grass is super dry, and it doesn't take much to get it going.
And that's not the only area battling grass fires. Just tonight, the Kingsbury County Sheriff's Office posted on Facebook that 3 departments in the county were all out on separate wildfire calls this evening at the same time. The county even issued a burn ban. Arlington Fire Chief Trevor Keating sent me these photos of his crew working a fire in Oakwood Lake State Park over in Brookings County. He says they got it contained before it reached the house you see there in the background.